Looking for a place to shine? Are you ready? Want Georgians' eyes on you? So let's go. Good Morning Georgia is here. Start your day the Georgia way. Want attention for your brand? Broadcast today only on Good Morning Georgia. Contact us today. Email us at info@thecommunicationsmd.com or call on 770-421-5598.
Tune in to Good Morning Georgia. Join hosts Audrey Bell Kearney and Derek J. Wilson every weekday at 9 a.m. for your daily dose of news, politics, business, and entertainment. From local updates to insights from affiliate partners across and beyond Georgia, we've got your mornings covered. Tune in to stay informed and entertained with Good Morning Georgia.
Good morning, Georgia.
Good morning.
I don't even know why he's laughing.
Good morning.
His head out the frame.
I'm gonna have to take a break. We gotta come back.
Come back and start all over again.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Yeah.
Your head is out the frame, bro.
I know. Let's go to a commercial real quick.
He ain't ready. Okay, so look, we're gonna block him out the frame. He gonna slide out. I'm gonna slide on in. Good morning, Georgia. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Not prepared. Just because when I'm in here trying to get the news, he's doing other stuff. Not look. What's the difference?
Good morning, Georgia.
See what I'm saying?
Right. Look at that. So I had to get professionally ready. I couldn't have my, you never know. I might, Oprah might see this and she might be interested.
And what?
She might be ready to leave Stedman.
What you gonna do, Maria?
I mean, hey, put me on alimony, baby. We with Oprah.
Maria, I hope you're watching this.
She already know. I already told her. Oprah call. Hey, look. Put me. Hey, so funny joke. So Saturday.
Oprah is okay. Wait, let me say this. So Oprah is there's a MILF and there's a cougar.
She a saber tooth.
No, my God.
But look.
Saber tooth.
So at the pop-up event Saturday, there was an attorney there, and she did everything but divorce. But so Maria, so she had me a call, and Maria like, "What's that?" I was talking to a divorce attorney. I would think, she would have, got mad. Her first immediate response was, "Make sure you tell her you got 2 kids." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Hey, that's a sign or something.
And then it was a friend, Denise was around, and so she said, "Yep, and make sure you tell them that you expensive." Talking about the Maria, yeah. So get that child support and alimony. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all just automatic.
You know the song says cheaper to keep her.
Yeah.
Nah.
But hey, if Oprah, who is now worth, I think they said $3 billion,
Oprah gonna put the kids through college, buy them some cars.
Yeah, you get a car. Maria gonna get a house.
Maria gonna get a house. I don't know, Maria. Let him go.
Right.
Let him go.
Matter of fact,
here's the thing. Now, when you go, you gone. Don't try to block what I'm trying to get going on over here.
Oh no, alimony cuts off if you find somebody.
Yeah, I'm gonna get everything I need, and then I'm gonna go ahead and find me somebody else. After I get it all, Maria probably like, go ahead on. Cheaper to keep her.
It's definitely that. Good morning, Georgia. It's a great day. It is breezy outside.
It is. Yes, it is.
Breezy outside. I had one of those little vest on, little sweater vest. Man, I was feeling myself.
I got 2 sweaters in my car and a fleece jacket.
Maybe it was a fleece. A little zip up right here.
It was fleece.
It was fleece. But when I tell you, I walked outside this morning to let the dog out the house. I'm like, ooh.
Yes, it feels like fall. But here's the thing, we can't get excited about fall down here because, tomorrow will be 97. So.
Well, I don't know about tomorrow, but I can tell you today won't be 97.
Yeah.
We have a cool front coming from the west that's bringing down. Hey man, I know a little bit. Like 79 in Blairsville, 84 in Rome. I've been doing this so much. sometimes I only have to zoom in. I just already know where they at.
Look at him, a meteorologist.
I'm trying to get there. I'm a map reader.
I'm
82
not.
82 in Roswell, 83 high today in Atlanta, 82 in Athens. Let's talk about us. Let's see let's bring it closer to our hometown. We can get it. I guess we can. So we have 82 in Cameroon.
That's Africa, ain't it?
Yeah, that's Carrollton, my bad.
We all the way over in Africa, Georgia.
Karen, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Is girl, I'm in Montgomery, Alabama. 88 in Columbus. Columbus is not in the 90s.
What's Albany?
86 in Albany.
What?
87 in Valdosta. 86 in Waycross. I heard that from some
That's
reason.
right by Albany.
Not exactly.
It's closer down that side.
It's a good distance on the map. So I know it's a good distance from each other. 87 and somewhere else. Alma. Ooh, Alma. Have you heard of Alma? Alma, Georgia.
So, man, I was punching in some zip codes this morning. Something came up called Shannon.
Shannon,
Georgia.
Georgia.
I was like, wow. There's so many towns. So Georgia is really big. Let me tell y'all a quick story.
159 counties. That's not the biggest though, Texas.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
Texas is flat and dry.
You know, you can travel all over the world in Texas.
That's it. What you mean?
I mean, you can go to London, Paris, Palestine.
Did I tell you the story when JJ first moved to Texas?
What?
So when JJ first moved to Texas, she was looking for a house because her husband was getting transferred. He worked for Fox TV. And he was getting transferred to Dallas, right?
Fox News.
Yeah, he's an engineer, and they had to go out there and look for a house. So I went with them. Mm-hmm. Right. And so they had a new subdivision they were building. They had this one house that had a tree, and they had the tree tied up with a rope and a pole. And that house cost the most. And I said, why that house cost the most? And the man said, because of the tree. I said, what you mean? He said, look around, there were no trees. It was like one house with a tree here, maybe one around the corner. So that because it's so hot in Georgia, and I said to her, Texas. I'm riding in Dallas. I'm like, wow, this is this big, flat, dry lane. Because that's what it looked like to me while we were driving. Everything was just flat and dry.
I don't know where they were.
Dallas? I just say Dallas.
I mean, you act like Dallas is small. I
don't know. I have no idea. I'm not from Texas. I was in Dallas, and everything looked flat and dry. Anyway, that tree thing tickled me. I was like, so you paying extra money for this tree that's been held up by this stick and this string?
Well, I heard because I never owned a house in Texas. Well, that's not true, but we're not gonna go down that road. And so I never owned a new construction in Texas. Let's say that. Mm-hmm. And so I wasn't aware. I was complaining to my friend when I bought a house. But before I even bought a house, I was saying how in Georgia they don't have fences. Like even in the hood, you had a fence. Like I here in Georgia, you have $500 million houses. No fence, just.
I'm trying to think. Does Georgia have fences like that?
Just, the funny part about it, they was talking about
have a fence,
which is interesting. So, Steve Harvey show. Tommy lived in Texas. He's from Houston, and so and then Carla, she's from Houston. She's in Texas as well. Junior is from Texas, I think, but he lives out here in Georgia. Well, Junior just bought a house, and he invited. Uncle Steve and Tommy to come. And the first day that came out of Tommy's mouth, I ain't coming to your house. You ain't got no fence in your backyard. And then Steve like, ain't got no fence. He's like, nah, I ain't got no fence. And June was like, yeah, we working on that. And Steve was like, now how you expect me to be in your backyard with no fence as famous as I
am? We didn't have a fence either. Now that I think about it, I remember when I was in Jersey, my neighbor, her name was Bernice. She was elderly. And thank God we didn't have a fence, but she had fell down on the ground and she was laying on the ground. And my husband was going to work at 4 o'clock in the evening. And she said, Franklin, help me. I can't get up. And he had to go look for her. So whatever you thinking, don't think it.
I didn't say that.
It's your face. It's your face is telling the story right now. But he went and picked her up and put her back in the chair. She's always been in her backyard gardening. And some kind of way she fell out the chair. And had we had a fence, he probably wouldn't have seen her.
I mean, she would have still yelled. But even in, like I say, even in the hood, it was a chain link fence. But every property was gated off in the backyard. And so I noticed that. And so, but my point was, so I'm telling my friend just bought a house, land. I was like, man, I said we ain't got no fence, this and that. And he was like, my guy. He's like, I just bought, the house I just bought. Yeah, yeah, man. I had to choose between whether I wanted the grass in the front yard or the backyard. I said, what? He said, yeah, he said, I have a backyard that's gated. He said, but I had to pick. Do I want them to put grass in the front yard or in the backyard?
What's actually in the backyard if you don't put no grass?
Sand, dirt.
Oh.
So he said, yeah, I bought my own grass. I'm like, well, I'd probably rather buy a fence. He was like, yeah, but grass is cheaper.
It is.
So
you just go by the grass and roll it out.
Roll it out, water it, and do whatever. But he said, you got all that material and labor. I'm like, yeah. He said, it depends on what type of fence you want.
Do the fence, please.
So yeah. But I didn't know that. So that was the nuances about buying houses,
Yeah, I went out with my daughter on Monday to look for some houses, and we went to this house, and she wanted to buy a house next year, and we went to look at a house. And
tell her get a house with a fence.
Yeah, she probably will because of the baby.
I mean, but you got people that be chilling in their backyard, barbecuing, babies playing, trampoline, neighbor right there.
She probably definitely gonna get a fence for the dog and the baby. She got a
neighbor right there.
Nah.
Hey, Dominique, how you doing?
I know she's probably gonna get a fence. I would get the fence for her if she didn't get the fence because that would make me very uncomfortable.
Do you have a fence in your backyard?
No, but I don't need a fence.
I'm just saying, like, you got children in your neighborhood.
Yeah, but they ain't in my house. The two on my end, they're like 13 years old. They're not doing nothing. Let me tell you what's crazy though. I'm sitting on the patio one day, right? Sitting out there, right? And I hear something.
And then y'all sit on the patio.
Yeah, I do.
With no fence.
No, right? I'm sitting there looking. I'm sorry, that's awfully loud. Right?
She be the first one to die in a scary movie.
Not me. I ain't gonna be the first one. I can tell you that right now. They say, get out, I'm going. They ain't gonna get all the words out. So I'm sitting there, and then I see people walking through the bushes. I'm like, what? I jumped up and I went, and they went that way. My uncle, I said, somebody's outside walking in the bushes. Like,
I mean, that's
so the first thing my husband like did going.
I mean, they were just walking through. Hell, it's wide open.
No, it ain't wide open. It's bushes. Wow. So why are you in the bushes walking behind people's houses? There's no path for you. There's nothing. There's water back there. Why are you in the bushes walking?
It's shortcut.
Yeah, get got.
I'm telling you,
I'm about to get got.
I remember the first house we got out here. I mean, it's just wide open. Kids be playing hide and go seek. I'm sitting here. I don't know what I think. I'll bring the trash can back in or something. And I, bring the bag, and I come around the corner. There's some little girl hiding behind the barbecue pit. Can I help you? Shh, girl, get your.
Oh my God!
Shush me, go move.
She said, "Don't tell me where I want my dream house. And my dream house is gonna have everything I want, including. Let me tell you this. We're gonna get on with the news, but I gotta tell y'all this. There is a house on Simonton Avenue, I think it is, Simonton Street, Simonton something. It's over there off of New Hope Road in Simonton. So if you come in New Hope going towards downtown Lawrenceville, you make a right on Simonton, there's a house down there. Now, area is not bad, but this house does not fit in that area. No. So we're passing by one day, right? I'm passing by, I look to the left, I was like, wait a minute. I had to do a U-turn and turn around and come back. The house is a 1.6 million. It was 1.8 that day. That day. I was like, I pulled up in the driveway. I couldn't believe it. I said, why would they put this house in the center of this block right here? And it's it was 1.8 million. So now they dropped it down to 1.66. The house is amazing. So I sent it to my brother because I know my brother said to him, look at this. He goes, see, that's what I want. The house is absolutely, when we go to commercial and pull it up, the house is fantastic, but it's in the wrong area.
I like that house right off of 124 in Lawrenceville. Look like it's on the corner, big white house with pillars in front. Look like the White House.
Oh, when you're coming down,
you're going into,
it's on the right hand side. Yeah. When I first moved here, that house was empty.
Right on the corner.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a backyard. The backyard is really small.
I mean, look how big the front yard.
Yeah, but you don't have a barbecue in the front yard. That's tall.
That is. I mean, ghetto is not having a fence.
The ghetto is having a barbecue in the front yard. That's way more ghetto.
It's called a neighborhood cookout.
In the front yard.
I mean, well, yeah, the cookout.
And I never did
You
that.
invite your neighbors.
I never did that.
Oh, man, we always play in the front yard.
Play in the front yard, not cook out in the front yard.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Let's go.
All right, so
What's happening?
I don't have much national news. It must have been a slow news day, or we just don't want to talk about. I'm done talking about 45.
Oh,
but,
God, it's so funny you say that. I said that to Dominic. I'm so sick of talking about him. Like, I'd be glad when the election over because it gives me anxiety, and I don't have anxiety for real.
I'm just done talking about that period. Election season be so long. We're like 18 months or something. I'm just ready to cast a ballot and move on.
Well, here's the thing too. Fulton County plans to approve the hiring of an election monitor for 2024 elections. Even as noted, the election critic filed another lawsuit over the 2020 election, like that kind of stuff. Like, who's paying y'all? These people got to be paid. They can't really be that delusional. I see. This is why I said I'm going to talk about it. Anyway, voter GA and Garland Farito are known for filing lawsuits to litigate the 2020 election. Well, they just getting paid, right? For voter GA. Meanwhile, Fulton County Commission Chair Rob Pitts says the commission is expected to vote Wednesday, today, to hire an election monitor who would monitor the 2024 election and report any potential issues. Thank God. Georgia Secretary of State supports this move, according to Pitts. Is that right? This monitor role was part of an agreement with the old state elections board, but the new board members have yet to approve it. Pitt said they are moving forward with the plan, which may eventually involve monitors from the Carter Center. Yes, somebody go ahead, get it. I just want this to be over. Like, I have never been so wanting an election to be over, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I hear people say all the time, I just want this to be over. Like,
yeah,
this is just
it seems like they get longer and longer.
Yeah.
It seems like they get longer and longer, which I get it, but.
And when you look at 45 and like just look at his speeches and
I mean 45 been running since 20 though. That's the thing. That's probably why.
But now when you look at him, his stuff is just so crazy. Like, and you gotta ask yourself, what insane, like, so if y'all put him in the White House, what exactly do y'all expect him to do except for blow the country up? Because that's what's going. We already know that he doesn't listen to anybody.
Yeah, and he also doesn't help other people.
He don't help anybody.
So the article came out today or yesterday. It says Kamala Harris' $25 million down ballot pledge should make the GOP very nervous. Harris and the Democrat National Committee are spending $25 million to support down ballot races. Trump is doing nothing even close. A quote says, if the Harris campaign is a source of cash for other Democratic candidates, then Trump campaign is a sponge to the GOP candidate.
All I can say is it ain't over till it's over. So I don't get excited about none of this stuff. I need them people to show up to the ballot, and I know how I'm voting. Do you know how you're voting? That's what I need. I need them to show up, and I need them to Presbyterian Orphanage in Kenya. We really have some challenges like lack of food, shelter, and clothing, and lack of clean water. John, I'm so sorry to hear that, but I was at an event last weekend with a whole bunch of people from Africa, and Kenya had a bunch of people in the house. They were there here in Atlanta. We all spoke at this conference, and I really wish I knew what I could do to help. But those were people in that room talking really wonderful things about Kenya, like why come do business there and things like that. So I'm gonna seek and I'll find the information that I have for some of them, and tomorrow, if I can find it, I will definitely put it on the show so you can find out who to talk to, because according to them, and they were speaking, there are great opportunities there. So for you to, for this to be a issue, and I'll pop it up for people to see, for this to be an issue, and I didn't mean to cut the segment off, but this just kind of popped up, and I had to get it out of my head while I was in my head. For this to be an issue, I'm gonna see and I find that person, and there was quite a few people actually that were there, and they were saying, "Well, I come do business in Kenya," and things like that. And I'm not saying that there's not food insecurities there, but I think that there are people there who have opportunities to help you, because we have food insecurities here in the United States. We have food insecurities in the county of Gwinnett. We have food insecurities in the state of Georgia. So we understand the food insecurities because it's all over the world. But I will look for that information for you tomorrow, and if I find it, I would definitely drop it in. I talked to so many people at that conference. I would definitely drop it in here. So try to tune in tomorrow and see if I have it.
All right. Go back to the election information. So it was saying that both candidates, both Harris and Trump, they've risen an absurd amount of money. They have crazy amount of money. But the Harris campaign is the only one that's right now, at least publicly, is giving some of that money to down ballot candidates to help elect Democrats, down ballot throughout the country.
So explain to me what that means, because a lot of people don't understand what that means, down ballot.
Well, down ballot, so the top of the ballot is Democrat, Republican is the president. And then anybody after that is down ballot. And it goes all the way down to
local,
local, county commissioner, depending on your state and area. It could be city council, could be dog catcher, whatever, corner. Some areas got corners and
that have to be elected, which I thought that was pretty.
I saw another one too. Soil something, some soil. Anyway, it's a lot of elected positions that people don't even really know about, but those are down ballot candidates. And so the Harris campaign is spending money or sending money to help those candidates who, usually it's hard for them to raise money, because most people that donate to campaigns will donate to the big ones, the president, governor, senator, and not state senator, but U.S. senator and Congress. And so it's hard to raise money for some of these smaller races. And I put that in small, like district attorneys, judges. Those not necessarily smaller races, but
they're not on a national level like this, and people are not dumping millions of dollars into a local DA race.
Right.
Well,
I've seen, they have put some money into it though.
Millions?
Not millions.
I mean, I think when we looked at not this past election, but the election when Carolyn Bardo was running, I think she raised like $3-point-something million.
Well, she wasn't there. That's Congress. That's different.
Right, but I'm saying that was a lot. And then Stacey did a lot.
Well, Lucy raised a lot of money too.
And Lucy raised a lot. So.
Yeah. Federal tend to bring in all the dollars. But it's also troubling for GOP chances. The money Trump has raised isn't necessarily being spent on getting him elected. Since he left office in 2021, Trump has used various political action committees to funnel more than $100 million towards his legal fees. Beyond that, as former Republican strategist Giuliani Grover recently wrote in New York Times, okay, what did she say? Let's get to the point. And so unlike Harris and Democrat, he's only recently began building out the kind of campaign infrastructure to get voters to the poll. So yeah, he spent most of his money paying for legal fees. Well, that makes sense though. He got like cases all over the country.
All over the country, and they just reopen a new one.
So all your campaign donations is basically paying his legal fees.
Right.
So he's running to pay for his legal fees.
Yeah, I saw this guy. He was talking about, it was crazy. He was talking about how we got to the Republican side. He was saying how it was crazy. I forgot his name, but he said I guess he was a part of the Nixon campaign or Nixon House or whatever. And he was saying how they were losing when Nixon did whatever he did. They were losing, and this guy he was a strategist. He came up with a plan, and his plan was to go out to the rural parts of the country and find people who were racist, pretty much, and talk to them. And he said, and then the next thing you know, I forgot who he said it was, but when he said with the person that they got in the chair talked like them, like he understands us because that person was on their level. So they had this plan, and the person had to talk like them, and he did because he was like them. And that's how they were able to get the Republican Party the way it is now. And that's when things started to shift. And that's when people in rural counties and towns started to go vote because they felt like, he said something like, he's speaking to us in language we can understand. Like he's not speaking these big words. And that was one of the things he said, big words. And I was like, wow. And it's crazy. So when we talk about why people, and I say this all the time, and I'm guilty of that. I don't know what's wrong with them. I do. That's who they believe in because he speaks their language. You
Oh
know?
yeah.
And at the end of the day, you gravitate to the people that you identify with. And so they identify with him. He gets up there, he say all this rhetoric, and you know, he's not educated. He just, his father gave him a lot of money. He's not an educated person. He's not an intelligent person. He thinks he's bigly and educated. He's not.
Yeah, they say
His conversation is crazy.
His vocabulary is very limited.
They say he has so the guy said his IQ is 73. So his IQ is 73, which is like a third grader or something, which is crazy. No, so the guy had he had all of this information about it, and they were saying his IQ was like a 73, and the reason he is who he is because his father left him like $415 million or something.
I thought
he squandered most of that away.
I thought he got $1 million loan or something.
No, they say his father left him $415 million. You got to find it. I can't think of the guy's name. I think it's something with an A. I thought it was pretty interesting though. So anyway, we spent a lot of time talking about that. At the end of the day, we know why people vote the way they vote. They vote the way they vote because they believe in the candidate. And so all we're saying to you is, if you're believing your candidate, and the way to do that is to figure out exactly what is in it for me. How does this affect my family? Some people, they don't care. They're going to vote along whatever line because it makes sense because of their beliefs about whatever. They don't care if they don't have health insurance. They don't care if they can't go to the dentist and all the teeth are falling out. They don't care. They will stand there and they say, this is how I'm voting. They have no teeth. I just don't get that, right? No teeth. And I'm saying to myself, you need to be voting for yourself, sir. You
need to vote for healthcare.
Right. You need to vote for healthcare. And you voting against yourself. So they're gonna vote the way they vote because
ain't no government gonna tell me to get no teeth.
They're not. They're not. And at this point, it's not even an issue because they've been probably living like that so long. It's not even an issue to them. So anyway, be sure to go out and vote. Make sure you are registered and on the rolls because they are removing folks from the rolls. To do that, go to mvp.sos.ga.gov. Again, that's M as in Mary, D as in Victor, P as in Peter, S as in Sam, O as in Oscar, S as in Sam, G as in George, A as in Apple, G as in George, O as in Oscar, B as in Victor. Go out and vote. mvp.sos.ga.gov. We're going to go to a commercial. We'll be right back to bring you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County,
Georgia.
In and around Georgia. I'm so used to saying it. In and around Georgia, so stay tuned.
Why do 70% of aspiring authors never publish their work? Because they don't have Bookpreneur. Whether you're dreaming of publishing your memoir, a children's book, or the next great novel, Bookpreneur is your go-to source. Our weekly newsletter and video show offer step-by-step guidance and insider tips to help you navigate the publishing world. Don't let your masterpiece stay hidden. Join the Bookpreneur community today and start turning pages into profit. Subscribe now at www.bookpreneur.com.
Welcome to Southern Elite Contracting. We are your one-stop contractor, serving the southeastern United States. We specialize in full insurance restoration and offer an array of general contracting services. We provide remodel and restorations for kitchens, bathrooms, roofing, hail damage, fire, water, and more. Contact us today and let us restore your property.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's so funny. I'm so used to saying good morning, Gwinnett. I've been doing good morning, Gwinnett almost 6 years. And that's why I'm so used to saying it. So sometimes I'll be right back after this. Speaking of Gwinnett County government, they're seeking your feedback as they embark on the county's first disparity study. I got an email from the law firm that's actually doing I don't know if it's a law firm, but it's a firm that's actually doing the disparity studies, Griffin and Strong PC. I will be participating in that study. And the study is to find out, where the disparities are, where the barriers are in government contracting and purchasing for small and or underrepresented businesses. So that's important because a lot of times, being the president of a chamber, there are a lot of times the resources are available. We don't know where they are. We don't know how to access them, and that is a huge problem. Like I've heard that so many times. Like, well, how do we know? How do we get access to these things? The county is saying, we don't know who needs what. So that's why this study has been done. It's never been done before in Gwinnett County. They're doing it now. You have 2 opportunities to be a part of it. Wednesday, September the 18th. You put this on your calendar. It's on my calendar. I'll be there from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's going to be at George Pierce Park in Suwanee. in the community room. That's September the 18th, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Put it on your calendar. If you're a small business or you represent an organization that supports small businesses, we want you to be in that room so you can give your feedback on how that can happen. Now, if you cannot come in person, there's also going to be another one that's going to be September 19th at 2 p.m. via Zoom. So the link is in the description of the show. So check it out. For more information, you can go to facebook.com to the Gwinnett County's uh, web Facebook page, and you'll find more information there. This is important for them to understand. Now, here's some people. Some people are not, even though I know it's a good thing they're doing. There are some people who just say it doesn't matter. Like we had one person said, you don't need to study for the obvious. Just give equal right, equal access to everybody. And part of me understands what they're saying, but you just can't run a government and just give equal rights to everybody because everybody may not deserve it. They may not. Do you think everybody deserves? Like I'm talking about when it comes to small business. So you think because this person who is squandering their small business money is not doing the right thing, deserve the same thing as this? Do you? They don't have the proper education. They don't have. I'm asking you, Derek, because you've been making faces. Y'all, they can see your face. You're making faces on camera.
I'm just here so I won't get fired.
You represent an organization.
I do.
Do you believe that your organization, everybody in your organization, deserves equal everything across the board?
I believe in equity.
That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you, Trump. I asked you a simple question.
And I answered it. I mean, equity and equality are not the same.
Do you believe that everybody in your organization deserves equal access across the board?
To what?
Whatever it is they're going to give.
Everybody in the organization. I mean, based on your membership level, yes.
Okay.
If your membership level provides you this access, then yes.
No, it's not based on membership. It's based on the county and what they're offering.
You asked about my organization.
But I'm saying this is for your organization. Like these is for the small business owners.
I mean, I'm going to keep my opinion about Gwinnett County to myself.
Oh, this is personal.
Very.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're going to leave that alone. We're going to leave that alone.
But I do think it's a good thing that they're doing it. But, I mean, I guess better late than never.
Yeah, I don't know if the previous administration even thought about doing this. But anyway, it is a good thing. I will be participating to give feedback to support the organization and myself as a small business owner because I would like to know how to access these services. I am a small business owner, even though I represent a chamber. I am a small business owner myself. So I would love to know how to be able to do business with the government without going through so much red tape. So I
just want to see the results because I feel like at the end of the day it's going to be the same BS that's in place.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what the results are going to be, but I do know the feedback is important. So if you are concerned about whatever you're concerned about, your voice does not matter if you don't show up to participate. That's what I do know. So the result is going to be based on the people that probably show up. That's my opinion. Derek believes otherwise.
But no, I'm just saying, I just hope because, lip service is one thing but I just hope there's some results. I mean, I kind of somewhat agree with the comment. I mean, we know it's obvious. It's obvious. And according to the people that speak on behalf of the Gwinnett County, they're stating that this is required by law in order to fix the obvious. And so once the study is complete, I want to know what's the next step. Like, will they move forward to make it to make government contracting and purchasing more equitable to small businesses and minority women-owned businesses? Because right now, for the past umpteen years, it seems like the same, let's say 10 contractors get all the contracts, regardless of what it is. I mean, not knocking them, they doing what they doing, but then if you follow the money, it's like the people that are getting contractors have cities named after them. We put they attach to people with the owners or the name of the business is attached to some of these cities. You follow the money.
Well, one thing about it, I'm gonna go out and do my part and give my 2 cents. and we'll see how this all play out in the long run.
But give them 3 cents. Give them mine too.
See what I'm saying?
Look, yeah. So
Show up to the room, give your
so being
2
that
cents.
our chamber represents people in DeKalb, Randall, and Newton counties as well. I might not be able to make it to the Gwinnett County one, but we probably will have representation there. I'll be somewhere in Rockdale.
Okay. Listen, whatever representative he has that there, hopefully you can go and give your 2 cents to support your chamber here in Gwinnett County. I will be there to support the Gwinnett Women's Chamber and to give my 2 cents to find out what we need to do to make sure our members get access to whatever it is that's been offered from the county.
Yeah.
What we do.
I mean, that's what all chambers should do, and that's what all chambers does. Again, I mean, I've said it multiple times on the show. It's always great to see chambers that are supported and by their communities.
Yeah, and that's important. Having chambers, having community supported, because what we do, we're smaller chambers, so we don't have salaries. We volunteer. Like the bigger chambers have salaries and donors and big donors, so they can get big checks. We don't do that. So we support smaller businesses. Our goal is to help them thrive. So we don't have that type of support. So it's always helpful. But we're small business owners too. So we have to run our business and chambers that we volunteer for. So it's always good when we can get the support of the community, especially if we can get the support of government. And so, some of us have a bitter taste in our mouth, some of us don't.
Well, when you order your steak a certain way and then it comes a little salty.
Don't like a salty steak.
Don't like a salty steak. You send it back.
Yeah.
What Bush say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Well, you ain't gonna fool me again.
Yeah. Speaking of chambers doing good stuff, I don't even know if this is a chamber initiative, but Albany is excited. Downtown, I'm excited for them. Like I want to go down there now just to see this. So downtown Albany, they said we're excited that a new project is in the works, set to bring fresh student-grown vegetables. This is why I'm excited. Fresh student-grown vegetables, delicious treats, handcrafted jewelry, clothing, and other unique products to the community. Now, this is exciting. They are renovating the location at 115 and 121 North Front Street. I know exactly where that is. Listen, I didn't grow up Albany, but I lived there part of my life. So I know exactly where Front Street is, which is really nice. They're going to renovate part of that. It's going to take some time, but they said we're aiming for a 2025 opening, late 2025 opening. The space will also become home to Georgia's second Georgia-grown Innovation Center. That's what excites me.
That sounds good.
The Innovation Center is what excites me. It says it's a significant achievement to the city. I'm excited about that. And here's why I'm excited about that, because in an innovation center, you expect innovation. You expect innovation. So the market will showcase fresh produce, which I'm excited about that, from the Doherty County students growing in the 4C Schools hydroponic greenhouse. I'll tell you a little about what we're doing with that too. And we'll feature products from young entrepreneurs who participated in the Flex Abbey competition. We can't wait, they say, to see this project come to life. I can't wait for y'all. I can't wait either. Here's the thing, right? Innovation is what moves things. So Derek and I were just talking about chambers and getting support. I'm of the mindset is I'm gonna ask for support. Hopefully I get it. If I don't, I have to keep moving. So for me, I'm like them right now. Like we're looking at innovation. We have our green incubator that's coming. It's gonna be a vertical farming incubator, which I'm super duper excited for that. So we're gonna teach women how to become vertical farming entrepreneurs where they can grow vegetables. Now, the system that we're using, they can grow 6,000 pounds of vegetables a year. That is a lot of vegetables. That's a lot. So we're excited about that. So I have to go to Boston and I have to meet with the people. And I'm
Boston, Georgia?
No, not Boston, Georgia.
Oh.
I'm going to Beantown, baby. I'm going to Beantown. It's Beantown. I'm coming up there next month. So I'm going to Boston next month. And I'm going to look at our unit and all that kind of stuff. But we're going to be teaching women how to start vertical farms, and that's exciting for us. Like we have to keep moving. We have to move with the innovation. So shout out to Albany for doing it. I think that's amazing. I will be there to visit the Innovation Center. I will be. Okay, you want to go down there, right? We need to run through there and stop by Valdosta on the way. So we may broadcast live from the Innovation Center. That would be nice. That's not till next year though.
And while we're down there, we should swing by Boston, Georgia.
I don't even know what Boston, Georgia at.
Boston, Georgia is right down there in the south, not far from Thomasville.
I've been to Thomasville before. Anyway, that's next year in 2025. But so we kick off our incubator 2 in 2025. So I'm excited. So innovation is happening all around us.
Yeah, 25 will be good.
25 will be great. Like, 24, 23, 24 was a lot of growing pains. And once you get your footing, you kind of know like where you're going, and you just have to go in that direction. So shout out to Albany.
So does Albany have a back street?
What you mean the back street?
That's a North Front Street. Where's West Back?
Oh God. It's in the alley.
Where's West Back Street?
It used to be an alley behind my grandmother's house. So let me tell you this. So my grandmother was an entrepreneur. That's how my mother used to say it.
Entrepreneur.
My mother used to say, because your mom is an entrepreneur. So she said my grandmother was an entrepreneur. I didn't know it though.
Oh yeah.
So you can come up the back alley, bring your dollar, get you a shot.
A shot of what?
Shot of vodka.
Oh, moonshine?
No, vodka, Smirnoff.
Smirnoff.
Keep it moving. I didn't know that back then.
I mean, my grandma used to own a juke joint.
Yeah, I didn't know when the people was coming up the alley what they was doing until I got a little bit older. And I realized she was an entrepreneur, as my mom would say.
My grandma used to own after hours club as well as but as she got older and found Christ, she owned what's they call it? Dry cleaner.
Yeah, so she was an entrepreneur.
Yeah, she owned a dry cleaner.
But entrepreneurship it's not for everybody, but for those who have a dream, I would say now is one of the best times ever to step out on that dream. Is it gonna be tough? Yep, it's gonna be tough. I ain't gonna even front. Are you gonna go through it? Absolutely. Are you gonna wish you had never started? Yep. All of that, right?
You're gonna go back to the workplace and then realize that ain't
it. Derek asked me a question the other day. I said, I'm the wrong person to ask that question to. Like, absolutely the wrong person. Because I've been doing this for 27 years, and I tried. I went back to work when I got married. When I was going to get married.
Oh, you were trying to be a housewife?
No. I was trying to be I was never a housewife. Listen, I told my husband from day one, I ain't her. Let me tell y'all something funny.
Because she can't cook.
I can burn, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me tell y'all something. So 2 weeks ago, right, I was cleaning, cooking, all this kind of stuff, right? So I said to my husband, I said, I feel like domestic, what I call myself, domestic Debbie. He said, what you call yourself? I said, domestic. I've been cleaning and cooking like all day. That's not me.
Yeah,
that's not me. But I told him that from day one. He knew that. So, and matter of fact, one time he told me, I have a tattoo that say Miss Boss on my arm.
Miss Boss.
Yeah. And he said to me, I want you to be her. I said, I can't be her all the time. She needs to take a break. I just need to be Audrey right now. So
I had a puppy on my back cheek. Now it's a Rottweiler, but it started off as a puppy.
It grew up.
It grew up. Nah.
Bigly.
I have no puppy on my cheek.
It grew up bigly. Okay.
It's bigly. Look. Now it's Cujo.
Ooh, the puppy is now Cujo.
The puppy. Hey, look, if you smoke, it has been, which my mama does, and I thought it was just Walmart, but it's becoming a trend. Grocery store chain joins Walmart, CVS, others in ending cigarette sales. Boy, it's about to be hard for people that smoke.
That's terrible.
If you want to buy a pack of cigarettes, you won't find them at Stop and Shop. I don't even know what Stop and Shop is.
It's a grocery store.
Oh, that's no.
Yep.
Why is this Georgia news? This is on Fox 5. But probably because it's coming across the board. So the grocer announced this week that it's planning to stop selling cigarettes and tobacco products at all its 360 stores across the Northeast. Like I said, it's already at Walmart
People gonna be pissed off.
and CVS. Right now, I mean, you got
The gas station is about to make all the money when it comes to cigarettes.
and the price is about
And they about to go up.
the price is about to go up.
They already some my uncle smokes and cigarettes right now not like $9. I said to him, you know these cigarettes cost $9.
Where you buying cigarettes from? My mom
The
get
gas station.
$5, $6.
What she smoke? Camel.
Dorial menthols 100.
They got a filter on the end.
I know.
Probably not $5, $6. They you
I remember.
you gotta account for that filter on the end. Like that brings up to $9.
I remember one time I had to buy 13, 14. My mama was talking about she needed some cigarettes, but she sent me to the store to go get some bread. But while I was there, I could say, I'm getting some cigarettes. I got to the counter. Yeah, give me a Dorial menthol 100. Man, when I say I can't even tell you what that guy told me, but he told me a lot of words that ended with "get out."
Yeah.
But that was too funny because my the neighborhood store, he knew who he was, and so I didn't tell my mama, but when she came in like a day or so later, he told her. She laughed. She talking about, you went down there. I'm like, man, look.
You say you want some
cigarettes?
cigarettes?
You want some cigarettes, and I know him. I mean, I thought he was gonna give it to me. That man must have cussed me out. Some said, boy, you don't get your butt out of here. But that was fun. But see, you don't have it. People don't even know each other at the gas station. Well, I guess. But now you said Franklin, yes. They know Franklin. Franklin, the man over there.
He said he's so nice and honest. And he said, as a matter of fact, I like him. And I said, as a matter of fact,
too.
I like him too. Oh God, that was too funny when he said that. I had to laugh all the way out the door because it was just the way he said it. He's Indian, so he had like the Indian accent.
Yeah.
And that joke was so funny. So
I like him.
Because we never in the store together. We just happened to go to dinner. I happened to meet him that night because he got off so late for dinner. And I was like, I'm going to lottery because I know he was gonna go. That we could leave and I'll get home and he get home 25 minutes later. We left at the same time. I already knew he at the gas station playing lottery.
Man, well, are y'all gonna get the lottery today?
Listen, we gonna get the lottery today.
I think it went up to 720 million.
I don't play very often.
720.
I took a ticket out yesterday. I said, you know what? Did I win? The ticket has been stuck in my wallet. All the edges were sprayed on the ticket. That's how bad I am.
Y'all want to know how y'all know if I won?
You won't be here. Look, me either. They're trying to hit me off. Maria.
They'll be like, good morning. They go, I don't know what Derek did. He ain't answering his phone or nothing. I called her from my yacht. Hey, yo, Audrey, I meant to tell you.
I ain't buying no yacht.
Hey, I'm gonna be like Harlem Nights. Hey, Audrey, I ain't never coming home.
Just leave me high and dry.
I ain't never coming back.
That's so bad. See how people do when they get money. Just so you know.
I'm gonna call Dominic. Hey, put your mama on the phone.
Yeah. See how people do when they get money.
I ain't never coming back. I done just won 720 million. So after taxes, that's probably at least a
No.
No, not 5?
No, it's only 4 something.
I can do 4.
Yeah, 400. Yeah. Listen, I can do 4 million.
Not out of 720.
No, not out of 720.
I'll be tad bit disturbed.
Yeah. I wouldn't be totally disturbed, but I would be a little bit disturbed.
I can do 400 though.
Yeah, you're gonna get so they're gonna take about whatever that 3 point, whatever that is left over. That's what they take it from you. So you're gonna pay that now, right? And then in April you're gonna pay another tax.
Look, I have no problem if I win 7.
Whatever was our tax, 7% down here.
Yeah, something like that.
So you'll pay another 7% in April.
If I win 700 something million and I walk away with 4, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and Franklin funny because Franklin said he wouldn't tell nobody. I was like, first of all,
I wouldn't tell nobody.
Somebody gonna know something wrong because I'm leaving the house that night. He goes, why? I said, because people don't know we live there. He goes, who wanna know? I said, the people behind the lottery table, behind the lottery desk.
I wouldn't tell nobody. I just
do nice things.
Yeah.
So if I come here and do something nice, you're gonna know. I probably won't come in here though, like, where's your head? Yeah. Hey Derek, I cash apped you. I sent you a Zelle.
First of all, I'm about to say Zelle. You can't cash app amount.
I Zelled you.
You can't cash out the amount of money I want.
Right. Probably can't even Zelle it either. It's a limit on Zelle, isn't it?
I have all of a sudden people be getting phone calls from Diane Watson.
Diane Watson. Okay.
She'd be calling, hey, Mr. Wilson would like to sketch. Mr. Wilson, who is that? Speaking of Wilson,
Diane probably thinking, yes, come through, because
I know if I'm making the calls, I'm getting something out of it.
That's right.
Look, so my dad, our relationship is interesting, but him and the kids, I like the fact that him and the kids
got a good relationship,
right? Mm-hmm. And so, my daughter particularly, she know that I'm Wilson, Mr. Wilson, and so my mama was on the phone, And my daughter like, who are you over there talking to? And she had him on speakerphone, and he was like the original Wilson. She like, got caught off guard, and she like, wait a minute, the original Wilson. I thought that was funny because I was like, yeah, he right.
Yeah.
No, he he right as far as this bunch. Yeah, he's the original.
Yeah.
I'm a copy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so and he texts me every morning too.
That's nice.
That's pretty cool.
At the end of the day, he wants to do better. So.
Well, I noticed, you live long enough, you have a chance to. There's always opportunity to
do better.
Do better. I guess that's what we're looking for. So, if you wasn't on the phone in the middle of your show, that's why they don't allow kids to have phones because they can't focus.
A call came through, right? And I was like, I got it.
And she touching it.
I had to touch it.
Well, for those of you who don't know, AT&T has been on strike for a hot minute. Did you know that?
I did not.
The Communication Workers of America announced that it is withdrawing from mediation with AT&T, accusing the company of stalling negotiations over a new union contract. The union's decision comes as thousands of workers continue their strike for the third consecutive week. The strike has impacted several cities, including Atlanta, where workers have rallied across the city in protest.
I didn't know that. That's been kind of quiet.
Yeah,
I haven't really been doing the news either.
Yeah.
Good morning, Uzma.
Good morning, Uzma.
Thanks for dropping in every day.
Every day. I know someone that worked for AT&T, so I knew about the strike, I guess, at least 2 weeks ago, whenever he called and talked to me. It said AT&T stated that it remains committed to reaching a fair deal for its employees. They sent this statement. So yeah, the ongoing strike has disrupted service and drawn widespread attention as both sides continue to grapple with contract terms. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
They've been striking for 3 weeks.
Well, let's talk about this because I thought this was pretty cool. Up to $370 million in bonds approved for Atlanta housing units for teachers and seniors. I thought that was really good.
They can get your house.
Yeah.
I mean, you are technically a senior.
I am, and I'm happy to be one.
This is one of the times to take advantage of that. Hey.
I want to live in Atlanta, though.
Hey.
I want to live in Atlanta.
Why not? They give them.
I love to visit. I like Gwinnett. Even though you don't like Gwinnett, I love Gwinnett.
First of all, I never said I didn't like Gwinnett, so let's not put that out there.
We take that back, universe.
Yeah, it's just certain people within organizations.
Listen, people probably wonder like what's going on. Some mornings I get up, I'm really on 10. You guys don't know it, and I haven't drank coffee or tea or anything.
You've been drinking what?
I have not been drinking. I'm just on 10 right now.
No, okay.
So I'm trying to keep my mind relaxed so I can get through this show because it's really going like on 10 right now.
Okay.
I take that back. The Development Authority of Fulton County approved up to $370 million in federal tax-exempt bonds on August 27th for construction of the Teachers Village. Shout out to them. A high-rise mixed-use housing residence for teachers, healthcare professionals, and seniors. I like that.
You know they say about teachers' kids. Woo!
I like that. It's set to open in 2027. The project will span more than 400,000 square feet and will be located at 98 Cone Street Northwest in downtown Atlanta near Centennial Olympic Park, according to its New Jersey-based developer RBH Group. The group has also created teachers' villages in Newark. Shout out to Newark, New Jersey. That's my stomping ground, baby. In Hartford, Connecticut. Shout out to everybody on the bricks in Newark.
400 square feet. That's 400,000.
Yeah, so I think that's great because one of the things that we hear all the time is affordable housing. And even though teachers go there and they put up with your kids all day long, they don't make all that much money. So they got to go there and be aggravated. They don't make a whole lot of money there, especially ones starting out.
Okay.
And I'm talking about enough to pay.
You'll be surprised how much educators can make.
No, I'm not surprised. My brother's educated, been one for a very long time. So I am not surprised.
He ain't making scraps. He ain't making this.
He's not.
Oh, I think he ain't making that.
No, he's not making that. But You know, there are people who are making that and who cannot afford a $500,000 mortgage, which comes out to about $3,500 a month just for the mortgage.
He ain't
Forget
making
about-
that either, Brian.
No,
Because I mean, that's Texas, but I know some teachers that make it 90.
they are.
Look.
But even when you think about that, right? Think about this for a second. They may be making that. But when you think about living somewhere where the mortgage is almost $4,000 a month, you got public service, you got car insurance, and let me tell you now, car insurance is not cheap anymore. It's not cheap. It's not cheap anymore.
It's definitely insurance.
Right. It's definitely not cheap anymore. So you talk, and it goes up I renewed my car insurance in August.
Oh, it go up every year. It's like a lease.
It's ridiculous though. And I thought, like, why is my insurance $359 for 2 cars?
Yeah.
And I was like, why is my insurance so high? And the lady don't tell me because it's my accident. I said, man, I haven't had an accident. The cost of parts, I did not need any parts. So why is my insurance? So anyway, I digress. But when you think about that, and you add all that stuff together, you talk about food and trying to have a life. That's
not bad. What? Yo, insurance, how much you say?
$359. That's terrible.
That's $180 each.
Yeah, I went from 97 to 143 to 197 to 205 to 247 to 276. 276 was last year.
For 2 cars. All this.
$97
for 2 cars.
And as you always remind me, I'm a senior, so it should be going down.
I mean, that's true too, but 180 for full coverage is not bad.
Well, it's bad to me because I paid 276 last year, and then August it went up to 359. So I'm like, I'm having a.
You get new. Have you been searching? Every year you're supposed to do work. Every year you're supposed to look around.
If you look at my email, let me tell you something. I had Geico before, right?
Oh, we don't talk about
I had Geico for a long time, and then Geico just went up. I'm like,
Geico is high in Georgia. I had Geico in Texas, and the moment I moved to Georgia and transferred my stuff over, my insurance immediately went up.
I had Geico for a long time. I don't think I had anything else but Geico. I think I had Allstate when I was young, because my mom had Allstate, so I had Allstate, and I was young. I didn't even have Dominique. Then, I was young. Then I got Geico, and I stayed with Geico for a long time, and then Geico just went off the rails. I'm like, what's wrong with them? So then I wound up getting Progressive.
Have you ever reached out to my boy?
I reached out to you, boy. He didn't reach back.
Okay.
But then I did the whole insurance thing because I was pissed off at Progressive. I was like, I'm not renewing that. I was mad.
Well, if you are an insurance agent,
every quote that came in was $500. Geico was $600.
Listen,
I ain't looking for insurance. I looked already. I just stayed where I was. So then I went to AARP because they said, $550.
That's with the discount?
That's with the discount.
Have you tried AAA?
No.
Did AAA do Georgia?
I don't know. I ain't know AAA did insurance. Anyway,
they
all of that, I said all of it. Say the teacher's going to have some place to live in Atlanta. It's probably going to be beautiful. The whole teacher's village. And if you are a healthcare worker, you'll be able to work in, you'll probably be able to get, I wonder how many units are they going to build? Let me see. They talk about
that. That's cool though. But, I do
227 units.
For seniors. For seniors. The remaining 227 will be for seniors.
What's the units for the people?
470.
Okay.
Yeah.
470 units for teachers and healthcare workers, and then 200.
No, around. I think 40 units.
40 for the teachers.
The resident reserve 40 for the people who make.
Okay, it's income based too. So anyway, I still think it's a good thing.
I do, like I said, I have educators in my family, and they make.
Listen, I know my brother's been an educator for a long time,
and they make good money.
Yeah,
but I do think that when it comes down to underpay, I do agree because they're teaching future billionaires, and then they can never get there, and so
they could, but they have to think outside the box.
I mean, but don't get me wrong. I think education, you can make good money in education. You just gotta be able to work. I know people that's been in education and they're younger than me, and they're making top dollar because they worked it.
Right, you have to do that part. That's what I'm saying. You gotta
get these certifications. They have multiple ways to get multiple dollars. You gotta work.
My brother has a master's in special education.
And most of the people I know that's making the money are in special education. I know a cat that's making $90-some thousand a year, and he's in special ed. I mean,
He has a master's in special ed, so
Yeah.
and he's had that for a long time. But that was something that was
I would make a joke.
needed so much, and it's needed everywhere. But at that time in Jersey, it was like we need this so bad. Plus, they needed male teachers. Like, that was another thing. Like,
maybe that's why, because he's a man. Too.
Yeah, he's a man, and he's a good teacher. Like, my brother loved the kids. He used to tell me you should be a teacher. I said, bro, you got 3 kids. I got 1. That should tell you something.
I mean, but I have several family members that I would never thought would become teachers, and they're educators.
Yeah,
he would always say that. School to be a principal. I'm like, what?
He would always say you should be a teacher. I'm like, you should look. Do you see I have 1 and you got 3?
Somebody called me.
That's a hint right there that your sister would not be a good teacher. Because my brother is like he was a disciplinarian. I probably done popped the kid. They probably done fired me.
Somebody called me 2 weeks ago and told me I should look into that. I'm like, yeah.
What, being a teacher?
Yeah.
Probably be a good teacher, Derek.
I will be teaching soon, but it won't be in anyone's school. Matter of fact, it will be a school. Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. It won't be any children. It definitely be 18 and up.
Yeah.
And it will be some life lessons that will generate some wealthy careers.
That's cool. That's exciting.
That's coming soon.
Ooh. Okay, we'll talk about this. Okay, yeah. I just had a thought. All right, listen, we're gonna go to a commercial. You ready to do you got more news, or you want to come back and do the
we don't have any news.
Okay, we're gonna go to a commercial. We'll be back after this commercial to bring you the inspiration for the day. So stay tuned.
Inspirational.
Hey there, creative souls. Are you ready to unlock your full potential and join a community that truly gets you? Welcome to the Indie Creative Collective. Imagine a vibrant space where podcasters, musicians, video creators, writers, filmmakers, and so many more come together. This isn't just any group, it's a free, membership-based collective that meets monthly, offering a treasure trove of opportunities for collaboration and exchange. Here, passion is the driving force. Every member is deeply committed to their craft and keen on monetizing their skills. Picture this. Each gathering is a stage where you can present your current projects, showcase your ongoing work, get constructive feedback, and elevate your art to new heights. But that's not all. These meetings are a goldmine of industry insights. We share what trends are making waves and which practices to steer clear of. This open exchange ensures that you're always in the loop with the latest knowledge and best practices in your field. The Indie Creative Collective is more than just a network. It's a breeding ground for innovation, a support system for creatives striving to make a living from their art, and a hub for like-minded individuals to connect and create together. Whether you're an established creative or just starting out, this collective is the perfect place to find inspiration, enhance your skills, and connect with fellow creatives committed to turning their artistic endeavors into profitable ventures. So what are you waiting for? Join the Indie Creative Collective today and embark on a journey of creativity, collaboration, and success. Stay creative, my friends.
Stay creative, my friends. We're back. So we're jumping into it. Good morning, Georgia. It's Wednesday. Look at that. Our beloved Hump Day. You're halfway through the week, and it's a great time to pause, reflect, and celebrate your progress. You're going to work one day this week, most of us. Keep pushing forward with positivity and determination, knowing that every step brings you closer to your goals. Whether it's a small win or a big breakthrough, I'm praying for a breakthrough. Today is the day to keep your momentum going. Let's embrace the rest of the week with energy, optimism. You're doing amazing.
Listen, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, everybody who stuck around the entire show. I know we were going to act as silly as usual, but our goal is not only empower, but also to entertain at the same time. A lot of times we do it unintentionally, for real though. For real, like this, it's just who we are. So
I am whatever you say I am.
I am what you say I am. Anyway,
you don't know who you quote.
I don't.
She quoted Eminem, but don't even know it.
Yeah, I don't. I don't. Even though I like him. Listen, we'll be back again
Marshall
tomorrow.
Man.
You guys stay safe out there. Enjoy your hump day. Tune in again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until next time, my friends. Until next time. Make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
You've been listening to and watching Good Morning Georgia. To become an affiliate partner to report on what's happening in your community, leave us a message by going to www.goodmorninggeorgia.org. Be sure to subscribe to the show and share it with a friend. Do us a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/@Good Morning Georgia today.